What's going on, guys? Jacob Orth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, coming to you guys today with a topic that is important for those of you traveling here to Las Vegas, especially if you're trying to avoid paying unnecessary fees, which, unnecessary fees. Who would have ever thought of those in Las Vegas, right? So that's what we're talking about today, guys. I'm coming to you from Allegiant Stadium, actually. So came someplace, don't have to worry about noise from the road, that kind of thing. I think these people here are actually doing a photo shoot with these two trucks out here, so that's pretty cool. But you know what's not cool? Number one, the weather. It's probably over 100 degrees right now during sunset. And number two, this fee that is going on here in Las Vegas. Now, a lot of times when we talk fees, we're usually talking about the hotels and casinos, right? So a lot of you are familiar with, the resort fees that go on in the hotels and casinos here on the Strip, downtown, off the Strip, right? There's Rio right there, and there's the Palms. So a lot of you guys are familiar with resort fees and things like that, these casinos, their taxes and surcharge, but this one is happening at restaurants on the Strip here in Las Vegas. These are happening at numerous restaurants. At least half a dozen restaurants actually have a fee that goes on your tab that you oftentimes don't even notice about until you look at your check when you're leaving, if you happen to actually really thoroughly look over your check at all. So we're going to be talking about these places and the different kinds of fees that they add on to this. So guys, go ahead and like this video because we're going to be talking about the names of these fees, which restaurants have them, how to know if they charge it, how to fight back, and I have a quick announcement for you guys at the end. So hopefully you guys appreciate the information I'm about to give you. So first one we're going to talk about, it's called the CNF Fee. Now, this has been around for at least 7 years. When I was researching this, Vital Vegas had an article on this that goes back, I think, to 2014. So this has been around for a while. Now, what is CNF? Well, first I'll tell you how much it is. It's a 4.85% concession and franchise fee. That's what it stands for. So it's a 4.85%, which is suspiciously close to 5% fee that gets added onto your bill at the when you're leaving the restaurant. You're going to see they're going to give you the bill, and you can find a picture of this. People have put this on Twitter or on social media, other places, where it shows the breakdown of their bill, all the food they ordered, and then there's this line right there at the bottom that says 4.85%, and it's just a fee tacked on top of your bill. People think, is this part of the tip? Does this go to the server? Does this, what is this? What is this for? What value does this add to my meal? What value does this add to my experience? And really, it's just another way for them to make money. So we're going to talk about the places that have had this fee. And these places that I'm going to list here have had this fee for a while. So first place that has this, Cabo Wabo Cantina at Planet Hollywood. Next place, Hex at Paris. The third place is Beer Park at Paris. The fourth place is Alexa's Bar at Paris. And the fifth place is Chayo Mexican Kitchen and Tequila Bar at the Link Promenade, right in the heart of the Strip, right in the center Strip there. So those are the 5 places that have had this for several years. I've seen them in articles on Vital Vegas' website talking about these places still having that CNF fee. Now, how do you know if a restaurant is charging the concession franchise fee? Well, like I mentioned earlier, it's usually going to be on the menu. It's going to be in fine print somewhere. You can find this online. So oftentimes we'll have this on their menu. If you look online, you can see it again. It's going to be fine print somewhere on the menu that they charge this fee. Now, the other way you can find it is if you're in person, you can see a physical menu. Again, you're going to have to look kind of small, usually at the bottom of the menu, and see that there's a part where it tell you that we have a concession franchise fee of 4.85% that is going to be added on to your bill. Now, Cabo Wabo Cantina, Hex, Beer Park, Chayo Mexican Kitchen, Tequila Bar, all displayed on the menu. Alexa Bar does not. Actually, I spoke to someone who called Alexa Bar and had to verify that they had it. So it was verified over the phone, but it's actually not on their menu, which I'm not even sure if that could get them in trouble or not. But that's how they call it and ask, and that was the deal was. So those are the 5 places that have the CNF, the concession and franchise fee. Now there's another fee, and I did a video on this probably about a month or so ago because it showed up on Twitter. And some people were confused about what this was. But it's the same concept of, okay, there's this extra percentage, this surcharge added onto my food bill. What is this? So there's another one called RRF. RRF. Now that stands for Restaurant Regulation Fee. That's what that stands for. Now, what is that? Well, that is 4%, okay? So there's a 4% fee that gets added on, again, to your bill at the restaurant when you are done. So you're gonna see it on your bill, right, RRF, and it's gonna be 4% added on to the cost of your bill. And again, the whole question is, well, what value does this add to my experience here? Who does this money go to? I mean, it may go to the servers, but everything I've gathered says this just really goes to, it's just another way for the business to make more money and just add it onto your bill. So the places that have this are Cafe Americano. They have 2 locations, one at Caesar's Palace, and they have one at Paris Hotel. So Paris Hotel and Caesar's Palace, Cafe Americano. On this list, 4 of these places, 4 of these restaurants that have this fee are at Paris. So, and the other place that didn't have it yet when I called them, but is Mercato at Venetian Palazzo. Now, they hadn't started it yet, but the employee I spoke with said they likely would, because Cafe Americano and then Mercato are both under V&E Restaurant Group in Florida. So that's who their parent company is in Florida. V&E, they have places in Las Vegas, in Florida, and in Mexico. Those are 3 places that they operate most of their businesses. But the employee at Mercato did say that they were probably going to be going that way because, you know, their sister properties, right, Cafe Americano, are both doing that as well. Now, how to fight back against this fee, right? And whenever I talk about this, I see people in the comments section, or I see people on Twitter talking about, you know, how this upsets them, what they do about it, if they want to fight back against something like this. Well, the first thing you can do is you can just simply refuse to pay it, okay? Now, you can do that either up front, you know, go to the restaurant, ask if they have this fee, and you can talk to them, or, you know, ask for the manager, say, hey, I'm not going to pay this fee, which you can do that. It can save you some money, but even for a lot of people, it's still the principle of like, why am I negotiating my dinner when I'm on vacation? Like, it doesn't leave a good taste in people's mouths, no pun intended. But that's the whole thing of it. It's like, you want to go to have dinner, relax, enjoy yourself on vacation, not negotiate the price or not worry about getting, you know, stuck with some extra fee that they think you're not going to notice on your bill. So you can do that up front, or some people have done that afterwards. They've gotten their bill and they're like, dude, what is this fee? What is this on my bill right here? And sounds like more often than not, the manager will remove it. If you let them know, hey, I don't want this, I'm not paying for this fee, this doesn't add anything to my dinner experience, I'm not paying this. You know, it sounds like the manager, from all the experience I've heard, will get rid of it for you. When I talked to some of the employees, they did say, hey, if it's a problem, you can request the manager remove it. What's another thing that some people are doing, this one's a bit more controversial, is they are reducing the tip that they give to the server. So some people, they'll reduce the tip 4%, 5%, or maybe even more. Now, there's a theory behind why people do that, and I do understand it, because some people feel like if they just, say they complain to the manager, it's like, all right, no big deal, right? Managers deal with complaints all the time, right? But they feel like if it starts to affect the frontline employees, well, then they're going to go to management. They're going to put pressure on management to try to change this, because now, especially if you start losing employees, then it hurts the business more. Because remember, it costs business more money to find new employees and to keep current ones. So every time, if they lose employees over something, a situation gets bad enough, then it becomes a bigger hassle than the company's willing to deal with. And the hope is that they will change policy. I will say that the employees I did speak with on the phone, I asked what RRF was. The frontline employees, they were very nice. They were very kind about it. They answered any questions. And, the employees were great. But some people, that is their strategy. They will reduce the tip so that, hopefully the employees will also let the management know that, hey, this is bad. You're hurting our pocket now. You're hurting our income now. Why don't we get rid of this? Now, the other way people fight back, and that actually has had some success, I'll tell you about it here in just a sec, is on social media. Some people will tweet at the company. They'll, leave the messages on different social media platforms, let them know, hey, I don't like this. Hey, this is dumb, that kind of thing. And actually, if you guys remember, 1 year ago, Joe's Steakhouse here in Las Vegas, they had a COVID fee in 2020. They had a COVID fee added onto their bill. Again, it was a few percent that just got added onto your bill. And people were not happy about this. Of course, it started to circulate on social media, started to become, something that people were seeing online. So Vital Vegas, I remember tweeting about it. I remember seeing him tweet about it. I think Las Vegas locally probably tweeted about it as well. And then I just did a video about it because I saw, I'm like, wow, this is bizarre. So I did a video about it after they had already, gotten more eyeballs on it. And then I did a video about it, talking about it. If you guys remember, the next day, they got rid of it. The next day it was gone. I did another video as a follow-up to that one, just saying, hey guys, they had a COVID fee, but now it's gone. So some people do choose to go the social media route. They feel like, again, if it puts enough pressure on the company, then they are more likely to go ahead and change policy. Now for the announcement. So if you guys do not want to get scammed on your trip here to Las Vegas, I produced an ebook recently called The Top 50 Scams, Ripoffs, and Deceitful Tactics Used on Vegas Tourists. There's actually more than 50 in the book, so I gave you guys some extra ones in there, plus some bonus tips, plus, you know, a couple bonus videos and that kind of thing. I've already been selling this ebook. I already gave an awesome price to my patrons who are at the $5 tier. They got it for the price of free. Then I increased the price, still gave a discount to people who have the notifications turned on the channel. Now I've increased the price again, and I will give this price to the first 100 people who buy the book after seeing this video. After the first 100 people purchase it, price is going up again. So it's been fun. So there's plenty of good info in that ebook for you guys, especially if you haven't been to Vegas in a while, and maybe you're only still familiar with Vegas. I cover quite a few topics of scams that go on here in Las Vegas, covering a variety of categories. I had to actually talk to a lawyer before I put this book out to make sure my ass was covered, talking about some of the things that are in the book. So guys, go ahead. Link is down below to purchase that book. I appreciate all of you guys watching and being so awesome. Take care of yourselves. Watch out for these fees that are going on here in Las Vegas. Anything else that feels like a potential scam to you. That is it for this video. I am Jacob, and this is My Life in Vegas.